Well, let's welcome to the program the bowls expert, Dr. Lindsay Fisher-Price.
Hello, Patrick. Lovely to be here at the Natimuc Bowling Club. The lovely grass on the green, it looks like unreal.
It does, doesn't it, Lindsay? We've been waiting quite a while for this to eventuate.
Yes, that's right. Up until now, it's been something that's only existed in our imagination as a proposed event. And so it's good to have a real audience, real bowlers in an actual situation.
Yes, it's one thing to talk about something happening, but quite another for it to actually happen.
That's right. Patrick, I often wonder, how does one know that something has actually happened? I mean, it's hard to know what is real sometimes, don't you think?
Not for me, actually, Lindsay.
No, really?
No.
For example, railway tracks look as if they merge on the horizon, don't they?
Oh, but that's just an optical illusion.
Surely you mean illusion, don't you, Patrick?
What did I say?
You said optical illusion.
Oh.
Perhaps this is a good point of departure and return. It makes me think of bowls, for example, being an allusion to something else. It's the serenity and longevity of the game. It has a whiff of eternity about it, don't you think? Elysian fields illuminated with golden sunshine, suffused with an ambient atmosphere, made up of pleasantries and light-hearted banter, as its participants gently move towards an inevitable demise, all the while playing on regardless.
Perhaps we should, in a return to the real, mention that this dialogue is pre-recorded and therefore not actually live, but described as live for the purpose of exploring an idea.
Yes, perhaps we've gone off track.
We've taken our eye off the bowl, Lindsay.
Well,
So what we've made is we've written a script and we've recorded that script with two professional actors, and that's a sound file that people can come to Natimuc and watch a live game of bowls at the Natimuc Bowling Club and listen on headphones to this scripted commentary. So they don't, even though the commentary is about bowling and art and philosophy and all sorts of concepts and ideas, it doesn't necessarily correspond with what they're watching, or it might, so it sort of plays on the idea of...
It's going to conflate with it in some way,
Yeah.
and maybe in synchronistic moments it may even overlap with the text. But it's going to be more like, the viewer is going to really, in some way, construct the work in relation to the text and what they're seeing. So, in a sense, we're framing what they're looking at, and they're looking at an ordinary game of bowls, but we're framing it as art. And so, there's a kind of dichotomy between levels of the real, which we're quite interested in, presenting that, because you've got an interior kind of cultural dialogue between these two characters who are supposed to be commentating on a match, and then there's the real match, which has its own dialogue. I mean, there's lots of talking goes on, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, when we recorded the film, there's an amazing amount of banter and discussion
with the
that was
players.
going on.
Terminology, and one part of the work is the watching a live game and the commentary, and the second part is we've made a film, and we came up to Natimuc on the last day of their bowling, filmed that whole day, and have edited that footage to the script, the recorded script. So it's all been quite carefully kind of synchronised in a way. So when the characters talk about bowling shots, they're timed to kind of match bowling shots within the film or characters or scenes. And so we've produced a 16-minute film that could be shown, it will be shown here in the Natimuc Town Hall, but it could also be shown in a gallery, so it has a life beyond the live event.